Hello everyone and welcome back to MacTech 40. And I know it's been quite long than last video. Okay, so don't worry, some important works are there. So I have completed just that, and we will start our today's topic: material requirement planning. So why I have taken this topic? Because material requirement planning is one of the basic needs of industrial demand, as well as if we talk about as per our exam point of view, then there is always one question in whether in a engineering service exam or gate exam or ISRO or any other PSU exam. So there is one MCQ on basics of material requirement planning, like material requirement planning includes, and there are four statements, which of the following is not included. Okay, you have to tell this. And in gate exam there is a one question, that is a P assembly required Q and R sub assembly, and there are some sub components also. So how much the quantity of R, or what are the sub components required? So that kind of question asked in the gate exam. Okay, and ISRO as well as some PSU exams also, they are generally one liner question, whether the master production schedule is required in material requirement planning or not. Okay, so first of all, so keeping that point of view in the mind, and also some industrial experience. Okay, because I worked in some industries, okay, for some time. So as per my knowledge regarding this material requirement planning, because I have also done the work here. Okay, in this section, material requirement planning. So uh, what are the industrial point of view and exam point of view, we will talk both the aspects. So first of all, what is material requirement planning and why we are doing this? Okay, because as we know the current scenario, a 1 millisecond delay is not tolerable. Okay, so material requirement planning, that is, if we give some definition, so we can go for, if we go by theory, then we can say that the material requirement planning is the planning of the raw material and subcomponents, or the parts that required to manufacture or produce our component without any delay, or to meet the due date or the customer requirement. Okay, so that's why we are doing material requirement planning. So what is material requirement planning? What are the components and what are the factors that affect the material requirement planning? So let us see. In short, we are writing MRP, material requirement planning. So material requirement planning, for example, if I give the example, like for example, you are making a shaft. Okay, so a shaft need what? A basic raw material, a bar, circular bar. So you need that, first you need the order. How much order? For example, if you have order of 10 mm diameter shaft of 100 mm length, and in 100 quantity is 100. So how much the order? Based on that, you will go for a raw material. For example, if 10 mm shaft is not available, then what you have to do? You have to go for higher side, that is 12 mm. Okay, then you have to do the turning operation. So you have to procure the material that of the diameter 12 mm and all this thing. Then before procurement, you have to check once again inventory, like how much initially in your in hand you have the stock. Like if you have already 30% of the required material, then you did not have the purchase additional 30%, because you will have to order only 70% of the required remaining. Okay, so these are all the factors, so we will see one by one. So first is master production schedule. Master production schedule is what? So it provides the details of the part, that is which part, when required, and in how much quantity, like what are the production schedule is running. So you will require, like in 1 week, for example, if you have an order and you have to the complete your order in segments, like in first week, half segment in second week, the remaining half. So in first half you required some material, so you will procure that material, okay, and then remaining half you will procure next time, okay, because of some holding cost and some ordering cost, okay. So whenever you do the calculation as per your accordance, you can select that. So master production schedule is must, because as per your production, like for example, if you have the schedule of making 100 shaft per week, and you procure the 200 shafts material, then it will be your carrying cost, it will hold your inventory, it will be cost to the company, okay. So master production schedule will give you the idea which part you have to procure, when it will has to procure, and how much in quantity, so it will play a major role. Second is bill of material. Bill of material is provide our product design and subpart detail, like for example, uh, cam and follower assembly. There is a basic cam, a follower spring, a rocker arm, and eccentric valve, okay, knife, a follower, and the some shaft and keys. So all this number of products, some screws are there, okay, to fix on the body. So how much in quantity that is required, so from that you will, for those detail you will get from bill of material, and that bill of material will help in master production schedule, and master production schedule will help in material requirement planning. But is these two are sufficient? No. The third is planned order, that means the order quantity, because this is the main. If you do not have order, then no need of this. And if you have not any planned order, any random order, so you have to work as a randomly, okay, not, you do not have to do the any planning. So planned order is necessary. So from order, like 100 quantity of one pump assembly, for example, we will take a centrifugal pump. So there are motor, casing, impeller, okay, and suction pipe, discharge pipe, all these things are there. And so you have to first, for example, if you take a, for example, you are owner of for example, you are a planning engineer of a centrifugal pump, okay, let us take. So there is an order of 1000 pumps. So from the bill of material you will get the idea which sub parts are required for casing, some shaft, lock nut, okay, all these things, casings. And so some parts you have, you can produce in house, and some part you have to procure from outside, okay. So you will get the idea from bill of material, and from bill of material you will do the schedule of master production schedule. You will schedule the production on weekly basis or monthly basis, depend upon your company size. And next and most important, inventory records. Inventory records are, there are two type of inventory. One is in transit and actual available. In transit, that is, for example, you have ordered 100 impellers or 1000 impellers, but it has been shipped from the supplier, but it is in transit. He the supplier has sent, but it is in between the transition transport, and it's still not reached. So that is also your inventory, because you have already purchased it. And actual available, that means the number of components that actually you have. So this will help to uh, your master production material requirement planning, sorry. So how the MCQ of the in exam can be become. So from this material requirement planning, there is a MCQ that has been asked in engineering service prelim, that read the four statements regarding material requirement planning. So there are four statements like this: master production schedule, bill of material, planned order, and inventory records. And you have to choose the correct one, which of the following are required and which of the following are not. So all of these are required, okay. And the material requirement planning is a set, not subset, sorry. Master production schedule is a subset of material requirement planning. Generally this kind of question has been asked in PSU exams, like material requirement planning is done on the basis of master production schedule, okay, and master production schedule is done on order, okay. So ultimately these are the subsets. So this kind of question that has been asked. Now we will see from the one example. So let us take an example of uh, a sharpener, okay. For example, you are a manufacturer of sharpener, okay, and you received order of 1 lakh sharpener, okay. So you have to produce the 1 lakh sharpeners are there. So what you will do, you will receive 1 lakh order, but you have to send in 10,000 per week. The order you have to send 10,000 per week, let us assume. So first what you will do, you will receive order. First step you are completed. This step you receive the order, you have to start from here and go like this clockwise, and finally your material requirement planning is done. So you receive the order of 1 lakh and weekly basis of 10,000, okay. So next we have to go for bill of material. Bill of material provide the sub product detail, like for example this is a sharpener, you will let us take. So there are one body, plastic body that you can make from injection molding. There is a small blade of metal of, and there is one screw to hold this blade, okay. And there is a box, okay. You are manufacturer, so you will market, you will do the marketing of your sharpener by this outer cover. So that is a packing box. So these are basic four things you will need. So second step is our completed. We have bill of material, that is a four components. Next go for master production schedule. So you will look the master production schedule, and schedule is what, per week 10,000. So on that basis, the number of hours of the company, you will get the daily numbers. So and from that, what you will do in master production schedule, that is also one thing, that is a cycle time. I forgot to mention that there is a cycle time also. That for example, if you are procuring this uh, blade and screw from outside, and packaging is also you are procuring from supplier, so you are only making a body, let us assume. So in injection molding, if you take, that is in 1 minute one body is produced. So on that basis, what you will do, on your number of working hours, you will give the you will give the order that in one week I require this much number of blade, 10,000 number of blade, but not 10,000, because you will look first inventory, how much you previously order, that is in transport, and how much actually available. For example, if you have 1 lakh order and you have 20,000 set 20,000 set of this blades and screw and this box outer covering packaging, you have to. So what you will do, you will give the order of 80,000 only, but not whole the 80,000 at one time. You can do this by 20,000 in 4 parts, or 40,000 in 2 parts, or 10,000 in 8 parts, whatever, uh, based on your the inventory setup, okay. So if you have 20,000 already in hand, and you have to also take in the mind the safety stock, because the supplier also needs some lead time, some transportation, and he is also procuring material, because this blade is not directly available, he has to cut from the sheet, and this that sheet he has to purchase from somewhere, okay. So there is also some lead time he required. So based on that, you have to also maintain a safety stock, so that you cannot lose your this 10,000 per week stock, okay. So this is the way you can do. So if I roughly estimate this material requirement planning, so what I do generally, first, there is 1 lakh order, 10,000 per week. I have seen this bill of material, and I found that the body only I can make. I have the raw material basic, the plastic basic raw material, the plastic balls. So I have weighted that, and I found that it is sufficient. So that is no, does not any concern. And next is this screw and blade. So what I do here, that is, I will see that is 20,000 set is available. So for 2 weeks I do not require anything, but after 1 week, that means after 10,000 order, I will give him order of 20,000 because initially I had 20,000, so I can, that means it indicates that I can put my 20,000 sets of these blades and box and these screws. So I will procure 20,000, and I have data that generally from my previous experience that this supplier, the blade and screw and this box, so these are from three different suppliers. So they combinedly, if I combine, so their lead time will be 4 to 4 days. Okay, so I have sufficient, and I have the 10,000 quantity remaining. That means it will last long for 7 days. Okay, so I'm not worried about it. So I will wait for next 20,000, and I will procure material requirement planning. So this is the way you can do this, and you can generate the PO of the PO, that means purchase order. Okay, in industrial language you can, they are calling as a PO, purchase order. Okay, so this is how the material requirement planning has been done, and you have to track your order also. mm, that whether your order is in transit or they shipped or not, so that you will not hampered in your 1 lakh target. Okay, and ultimate, when why we are doing this ultimately, because ultimate goal of this modern industrial engineering is that the ultimate customer satisfaction. And customer satisfaction is not only by quality of the product, no, the customer satisfaction, that is the quality product. Like for example, a sharpener. So the main function of sharpener is to sharpen the pencil. So the my sharpener should be such that it can sharp very easily and neat and clean way and proper way of cleaning this sharpening this my pencil. So that is the basic function. So my sharpener should sharpen my pencil easily and very effective manner. Then that is cost wise, it is also it should be economically. Then it should be easily available. For example, my sharpener is not available to retailer, but the customer is asking for this company, for in my of my company for example. And if I cannot supply properly, so what customer will do, next time he will switch to other brand. So this should not happen. Okay, so this is also part of customer satisfaction, that you will provide quality services and quality products at that required time of customer. So this is the ultimate aim. Hope you guys cleared this. Okay, so this is the end of today's video. So we will meet with another video next day. Till then, keep studying and stay focused and stay safe.